Did you know that a single misstep with a Roth conversion could cost you thousands in unnecessary taxes? It's easy to get this wrong, and I don't want that to happen to you. So today we'll discover the truth about Roth conversions, when they can be a goldmine versus a trap, and how to avoid costly tax pitfalls. We've all heard the nightmare stories of someone who is convinced that a Roth conversion was their ticket to a tax-free retirement income. They heard all the buzz, and since they had a substantial traditional IRA, they thought, why not convert it all? Only to find themselves staring at a massive tax bill that pushed them into the highest Medicare premium bracket and taxed 85% of their Social Security income. Now, this story isn't unique. Many people make similar assumptions without fully understanding the consequences of Roth conversions. A common myth is that Roth conversions are always a good idea. Many believe that if you just convert your traditional IRA, you're set for a tax-free retirement. But as you probably know, it's not that simple. Think of it like a bridge. You want to cross to the other side, which is a tax-free retirement. But you need to assess the toll, which is the immediate taxes, and the stability of the bridge, or your overall financial situation. If the toll is too high or the bridge is too shaky, you might be better off just staying put. A poorly timed Roth conversion can trigger higher Medicare premiums, push you into a higher tax bracket, or even result in net investment income tax, or NIT, wiping out any potential future benefit of the Roth conversion in the first place. So what is a Roth conversion? Simply put, a Roth conversion is when you move money from a traditional IRA or 401k into a Roth IRA. This strategy can have a profound impact on your retirement strategy. So let's look at several important benefits of Roth conversions. And the first is tax-free growth. Once inside your Roth IRA, your money grows tax-free, which can be a significant advantage if you expect to be in a higher tax bracket later on in retirement. Since you're contributing with after-tax dollars, you never have to pay taxes on the earnings in your account, assuming they've been in your account for 5 years. The second is tax-free withdrawals. In retirement, withdrawals from a Roth IRA are tax-free, which make it a very powerful financial planning tool. But there is a caveat to be aware of, which I just kind of referenced a few seconds ago, and that's the 5-year rule. You can withdraw your regular Roth IRA contributions tax-free and penalty-free at any time or at any age, but converted funds must remain in your Roth IRA for at least 5 years after the conversion. Failure to wait the 5 years will trigger a 10% early withdrawal penalty. Just something to keep in mind. And the third benefit is no required minimum distributions, or RMDs. See, unlike traditional IRAs, Roth IRAs do not require minimum withdrawals at a certain age, and this allows for greater control over your money. It means that you can let your investments continue to grow tax-free for as long as you like. Now, before we move on to the benefits, drawbacks, and who might be a good fit for Roth conversions, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you're new to my channel, my name's Sean Stevenson. I'm a certified financial planner and wealth associate at Confluence Financial Partners, where I spent hundreds of hours reviewing and implementing financial plans and investment strategies, and I'm just sharing all my knowledge with you. So if you're interested in seeing more of my videos on retirement planning and investing strategies, consider subscribing. And if you're within 5 years of retirement, feel free to click the link in the description and get a copy of our Retirement Readiness Workbook. It's a simple, actionable PDF guide that will walk you through what we believe are the essential steps to achieve a worry-free retirement, such as clarifying your retirement vision and lifestyle goals, assessing your savings and income sources, and helping you plan for things like taxes, healthcare, and legacy needs. Now, let's get back and examine the benefits and drawbacks of Roth conversions. One of the biggest advantages of Roth conversions is tax diversification. By maintaining both traditional and Roth accounts, you can create a more flexible tax strategy in your retirement. Other benefits include reducing future taxes in retirement, smaller RMDs since your qualified accounts like your IRA will be smaller, and having more flexibility in retirement by having pre-tax and tax-free income sources. While Roth conversions offer many advantages, they also come with some potential drawbacks, and the first of which is the immediate tax cost of the conversion. You could have a portion of the conversion withheld to cover taxes, but it's more optimal to pay those taxes with cash or after-tax dollars so that you get all the converted funds into the tax-free Roth bucket. The second is inadvertent tax pitfalls. You see, by converting too much, you could trigger IRMA, which is the Medicare surcharge that we talked about, or the net investment income tax, or NIT, that we also discussed. And the third is complexity. If you have multiple accounts or a complicated tax situation to begin with, navigating Roth conversions can be challenging without proper tax planning. So who might benefit from implementing Roth conversions in their plan? They certainly aren't a perfect fit for everyone, but they can be a game changer for certain groups of people who are looking to optimize their retirement and tax strategy. So let's break down who stands to benefit benefit the most and why. And the first, as you can imagine, is going to be younger investors, since they have more time for tax-free growth. And that's really one of the largest advantages of the Roth IRA, is that once your money's inside the account, it will grow tax-free forever until you pass away. So the earlier you convert, the more time that you have to benefit from the compounding growth without worrying about future tax burdens. But here's the thing. As investors, we sometimes subconsciously think of retirement as the end game, but it's really not. And sometimes it's actually only halftime. So even if you're already in your 60s, the funds that you convert into your Roth IRA could potentially have another 30 or 40 years of tax-free compounding depending on how long you live. And better yet, depending on who inherits your Roth IRA, they could have another 10 years of additional compounding as well. So it may seem like small potatoes today, but it can really add up quickly over time. So just because you might be in your 60s, don't automatically assume that Roth conversions may not work for you. The second group is going to be those expecting higher future tax rates. You're better off paying taxes now at a lower rate if you anticipate being in a higher tax bracket in the future, either because of rising tax rates or because of higher expected retirement income. So Roth conversion allows you to pay the taxes now at a lower rate rather than later on at a higher rate. Just put some numbers behind it. Suppose you're in the 24% tax bracket today, but you anticipate being in the 32% bracket later on due to Social Security, pension income, or required minimum distributions. By converting $100,000 today means you're paying $24,000 in taxes. Now I recognize there's state taxes that go along with it, but for simplicity's sake, we'll just keep it at $24,000. If you waited to withdraw that amount later on in retirement when you're in the 32% tax bracket, you would pay $32,000. So right there, that's an $8,000 difference just by being able to capitalize on the lower tax bracket today. If tax rates do increase across the board in the future due to government policy changes, today's tax rates might be the lowest you or I ever see, which could make Roth conversions that much more appealing. And the third group is going to be retirees in low-income years. This is a great time to make strategic Roth conversions before Social Security or even RMDs start. And so for many retirees, the period between retirement and the age when you are required to start taking those minimum distributions from the traditional IRA or 401k accounts, which is currently age 73, depending on when you're born, is a great window of opportunity. If your taxable income is relatively low in these years, you may be able to convert funds at a much lower tax rate than later on in life. If you wait until RMDs start, large withdrawals from a traditional IRA could push you into a higher tax bracket, and like we discussed, increase your Medicare premiums and the amount of your Social Security that's being taxed. Roth conversions allow you to proactively manage your tax burden before that ever happens. Now, if you're converting funds while you're already retired, just make sure to run accurate tax projections so that your conversions don't push you into a higher tax bracket that triggers the IRMA surcharge or the additional net investment income tax or NIT that we discussed earlier. And the fourth group is those who want to leave a tax-free inheritance. If you're planning to leave money to heirs, a Roth conversion can be a very powerful estate planning tool. Unlike traditional IRAs that require heirs to pay taxes on the inherited distributions, Roth IRAs allow beneficiaries to withdraw the funds completely tax-free, of course, as long as they follow the distribution rules. With the Secure Act, most non-spouse beneficiaries must withdraw all inherited IRA funds within 10 years of the original owner's date of death. If they inherit a traditional IRA, they could be forced to take large taxable withdrawals over a short period of time, pushing them into a higher tax bracket. And this is especially damaging if your heirs are already in their highest earning years, which we tend to see with children of deceased parents. So a Roth conversion eliminates that issue. Now, it's clear that Roth conversions can be a very powerful tool, but they're not for everyone. So the key is to evaluate your own personal financial situation, your current versus future tax brackets, and your long-term retirement goals before making a decision. Now, if any of these scenarios apply to you, it may be worth running the numbers or consulting with a financial advisor and your CPA to see if a Roth conversion is a good fit for your retirement strategy. Now, you may be thinking, I'm already retired, or it's too late for me, or my situation is just too complex. But here's the thing. Roth conversions can be beneficial at most ages, especially during low-income years. Yes, complex situations require more detailed guidance, but that's exactly why you should seek it. So I understand that the idea of Roth conversions can feel overwhelming at times, but you don't have to go at them alone. The strategy should be more than just numbers. It should be about the peace of mind that you're doing everything that you can to get the most out of your retirement. So consider scheduling a complimentary retirement consultation call with me at the link in the description, and let's discuss how you can optimize your retirement strategy. I hope you found value in this video, and as always, great days ahead.